Welcome back to the Chicago White Sox franchise, and we're just about in the final month here in season 1. If you've been sticking around, things have gone off the rails. We've been out of contention for a while now. We're 20 and a half games back. We're 22 games below 500, and we're pretty much just in the phase of trying to finish out the season. But I'm still finishing it out, staying on streamlined mode, playing every critical situation that comes up, because that's what I said I was going to do from the beginning. With March to October not coming back, they said streamlined was the replacement. So this was the goal, to play one season under streamlined mode, see how it replaces March to October. And you could probably tell over the last few episodes, I'm over it. I'm ready to get the reins off, take the training wheels off, get into full-fledged franchise mode, really start this rebuild. But we got to finish up the season to get there. Now, if you were here last episode, we did sim this second game against Minnesota. I apparently forgot to save it after that, so we got to resim that one. But I think I lost it, so we got a chance here to rewrite history. So let's see how things go this time around in game 2 against the Twins with Cannon on the mound. I think we lost it anyway. Oh, we lost it even worse. Good job. Good going. Nothing like a little 14-2 loss to get things started. Colson, though, hit his 26th homer. How did we... Dude, we got 12 hits and 4 walks. How did we only score 2 runs? And one of them was a home run. So that means on 11 hits and 4 walks, essentially, we scored 1 run. That's awful. Cannon got lit up. Elmer came in and got lit up too. I mean, oh, the Elmer thing. The Elmer thing is a mystery. The second biggest mystery maybe on this team, behind the Murakami error situation. I did kind of forget though, I wanted to make a bit of a change going into this episode with the lineup. I wanted to leave Riku in, which I think that's the one thing that's a shame. If I remember right, he hit his 4th home run in the original simulation of that game. But I wanted to leave him in, and that means sitting Luis Angel down. And it's not like Luis Angel is good. It's not like, you know, he's somebody who needs to get at bats or something. But he is a 78 overall. I would like to see him develop a little bit. Miguel Vargas he's just not it, which sucks to say that with what he's doing in real life this year. But I mean, he's got a -1 even wins above replacement, so he's a full win below replacement level. I feel like the one thing he's got going for him is he's got a pretty good eye. He takes a lot of walks, but he's not really making up for it, or that's not something that needs to be made up for. You know what I mean? He's not also hitting the ball on top of it. He's also not really slugging. He's only got 7 doubles. Like 15 home runs isn't terrible. Well, it's not bad at all. It's just like we got to supplement that slugging percentage with some doubles here, Miguel. Anyway, all that's to say, I think I'm going to sit Miguel Vargas down in favor of Acuna. And I think actually what I'm going to do for that, well, I don't know. What do I want to do for that? Because I was going to say just move Baldwin into third, but Baldwin actually just might be better suited to play the outfield with his low fielding, but still solid speed and solid reactions unless he's going to his left. I don't know. I could either have Baldwin play third and then Acuna play left, or I could have Colson play third and Acuna play short. I might just do that for a bit. I might leave Baldwin in left, play Colson at third, and get Acuna in playing short. I don't know. This season's lost anyway. I don't know why I'm trying to fully optimize the lineup like that, but we're still trying to get as good of a record as we can, because we still have some milestones to get. Like, we want to improve on last year's record. We're set to do that, really. All we got to do is get 61 wins, and we've improved on the season before. But it's just with where we were for the first couple months of the season, it looked like we were going to do a lot better than just improve on a 60-win season. All right, but let's close out these last 2 games of this month, because then we got like September call-ups that I think are going to happen. I'm intrigued to see who the CPU decides to go with there. So game 2, we got Clark Schmidt. We win it. 7-3 win. A lot of home runs hit, dude. Actually, look at that. Acuna gets in the lineup. He goes deep. 14 homers for him, too. How crazy is that? That's something our team as a whole has done a good job of, is hitting bombs. Like, Colson's really the only one putting up big numbers, but we have so many people in that, like, 10 to 15 home run range. And then Schmidt actually had himself a solid outing, only 5 innings though. Solid bullpen day. Elmer actually had a scoreless inning. So all right, then game 1 against Houston, Shane Smith on the mound, and we do get a critical situation in this one. We got 2 on with Mydroth up, 1 out. down by 2. A run's already come across in the inning. Hader's on the mound. I wonder if Josh Hader's glitched offline. I don't know how many people here watching franchise videos are like privy to what goes on in Diamond Dynasty, but there's this glitch that's been going on with Josh Hader for like 2 years now, and I'm not even totally sure what it is, but it's something about his two-seam fastball, like no matter what, gets like contact swing results. So like you could be power swinging or something, or maybe normal swinging is only, I don't even know. I'm speaking too much on something I don't know enough about. I just don't know if that carries over when you're facing him offline too, because that'd be interesting both ways really, if it does or it doesn't. But we don't need to find out yet because he's putting Chase on for free, loading up the bases. I think Riku's up though, and I don't know if I want to be going lefty-lefty here. You know what? Best bat we've got on the bench right now versus a lefty is probably Caro, even though it's a clutch situation, so he's not nearly as good as he is just straight up against lefties. Well, I feel like I should have hit that. Nope, pulled the PCI too far. That was right down the middle. Just don't even move it and we're good. We should score here. Yeah, we'll score. We'll get the runner up to third. Obviously not what we're looking for completely, but we'll take it. Base hit guarantees we tie the game now. Oh, and they're taking him out now for a different lefty. We got Denzel up. I have yet to put together a good at bat with Clark since we traded for him. This would be a good time for it. That, I think, was a strike. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a fair ball. That's going to tie the game. Let's stay at second. Let's not risk anything. Oh, we are going to get back, right? Yeah, okay. Well, didn't hit it great, but Denzel comes through. We tied this one up. Now I'm going to have to worry about what to do defensively with pinch hitting Caro. All right, long at bat there. I think 9 pitches to get the walk. Now it's down to Acuna. Ah, I think that is a strike because he's so short, man. Yeah. And I dropped the PCI so bad. I mean, at least we tied it, but like, come on. Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to test out this whole Kyle Thielen left field thing. We're going to move Caro to catcher and then swap Baldwin and Teal so Teal can play left. I mean, if you forget why I'm trepidatious, it's a good word. But Teal has, for no real reason, like no reaction. I think that is just an oversight because catchers don't need reaction ratings unless you have a secondary position. But even though he has a secondary position, they didn't give him reaction ratings. So I don't know. I don't know if that means he's just going to like get a horrible jump on any ball hit to him. Do I also want to leave Herget in? That's another question I didn't think about. Honestly, I think I might. We've only got 4 arms left in the bullpen. Sir Anthony's the only one with energy, but Herget had a lot of gas left, it looked like. But I did test it on my own, and I went in and went into the player editor thing, and I gave Kyle Teal just like 50 reaction across the board, and it didn't impact his overall. So I don't know, I kind of forgot about that because that was a while ago, but now it's coming up again, playing him in left. Do you guys think, is that something I could viably do like in the off season, or would that be kind of cheap? I feel like if it bumped up his overall, I wouldn't want to do it, but since it doesn't have an effect on his overall, I might just do that, because realistically he shouldn't have 0 reaction every direction. Dude, this is exactly what we didn't need here. Leaving Herget in, and immediately it's a 10 pitch at bat so far. It's not even over yet. This is probably gonna be ball 4. Yeah. Oh, no, never mind. I missed it, and he still swung. There we go. That one didn't take quite as long. Back-to-back punch-outs here in the bottom of the 9th with 3-4-5 up. Ground ball. Mydros there. Jimmy Herget. Scoreless 9th. Sending it to extras. Bonheimer's playing first. That doesn't work. Glad he caught the ball. I didn't notice that until right then. We've got speed out on second with Acuna. Teal has to face a lefty though. It's not his strength. That, please get out of play. Don't make me get out on 1 pitch. Oh. Dude, are you this one better get out of play? Are you serious? Why can't I foul something off? Yeah, I am just going to bring Vargas in to hit for Bonheimer then. Then he'll play first. And they made me go around. That's a brutal inning. That is 3 brutal outs. All right, we're going to put this one in the hands of Sir Anthony. Not a safe situation, obviously, but he's best suited for this spot. He's got like maxed out clutch. It's a clutch situation, and we can't allow a run to come across. Oh, he caught him looking. It was another foul ball at bat. Everything hit foul. Then he looks at it. Honestly, I didn't even think about it maybe being smart to intentionally walk a guy here, but I'm just not going to do it. All right, we blow the heat by him. Ooh, they're pinch hitting Correa. I kind of skip past that. Is this where you walk the guy? Oh, do I pitch to Correa or Biggio? I feel like it'd be smarter to walk Correa and let Biggio beat me. If Biggio beats me, so be it. But I just don't want to let Correa beat me because that's the better player. And Biggio, well, I won't speak too soon, but even with 33 speed, that's going to be tough to throw him out. Yeah. Of course it would be like that. It would be on a ball that was hardly hit. You got a hard hit balls, you got a hardly hit balls. They're very different. All right, well, that's going to end our August, so we're officially on to September here. Do the call-ups happen immediately? I don't see any exclamation points. I would have thought there'd be exclamation points. Yeah, I'm not seeing any call-ups, so maybe they kick in after September 1st. That doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't they happen right away? All right, well, then let's just sim this then. Game 2 against Houston of 4. We got Davis Martin on the mound, and we lose. And now it happened because now our minor league teams are messed up. So 8-3 loss. Kelenic hit his second homer, and Martin got shelled. Noah Schultz is back up, so okay, I guess they did get called up before the game. They just didn't get called up for me to see before the game. But I guess Schultz is in the bullpen. He pitched an inning, gave up a run. So we know the pitching call up. Who would be the hitter that got called up? Oh, it was just 2 pitchers. I didn't think you could do that. But all right, then I guess Schultz is back, and so is Anthony K. Anthony K is up to a 76 overall now. I don't know what kind of numbers he was putting up in AAA. Also, just kind of checking over things. I'm not really seeing any noticeable progression to any of our pitchers after a month. Anybody on the hitting side? I don't really think so. You know what though, now that I am looking, I'm gonna give up on this Benintendi thing. Since I put him back in, attempting to try and get him better numbers to make him more attractive for someone to want to trade for him, he's just gotten worse. I want to see Kelenic take at-bats against righties. He's batting .320 in his first 25 at-bats with a couple bombs. Specifically, he's batting .389 against righties. I want to give him the at-bats. Oh, actually, now I think about it, that's probably why 2 pitchers got called up, because we were already 1 pitcher short. You know, when the CPU was doing all the roster stuff early, we had 1 extra position player, only 7 bullpen arms. We were 14 position players to 12 pitchers, so that makes sense. Well, I don't know then. I almost kind of want to give Anthony K the start just to see what he's got. I mean, he is a 76. I know he was struggling before, but Davis Martin's been struggling. His ERA is now up over 5. Maybe we move him to the bullpen. Sean Burke technically could use another day of rest to get back up to totally full energy, so maybe that's what we do. Now, hopefully, I think I did that right. K should be in line to get the start this next game. Let's see what he's got here. First start back in the bigs. We got a critical situation. We're losing 3-0. It's the 9th inning, and we're only coming into player lock with Colson because he's got a 20-game hitting streak on the line. Wow. And we got to go lefty-lefty against Hader to try and extend it. All right, let's see what we can do about this. He does have a walk, though. That should count, right? Don't do that to me when I'm trying to extend a streak. We know Colson doesn't get favorable calls. That's going to go against me. They never miss an ABS opportunity when Colson's hitting. Oh my God, and they called me for a swing there? This is rigged. And then I pop up. Oh, yeah, get me out of this one. Oh my God, look at this, actually. We made a little bit of a comeback here. Now Vargas is on second with my draw up. I mean, I'm not in control here. We're just going to watch what Chase can do here on a 2-2 count. What do you got, Chase? Ground ball. He didn't make the play. Okay, we're still alive then. Now it's Benintendi up. Looks like they pinch hit or pinch ran with Bonham. Benintendi lefty. I can't do anything about that. Nope. 1-2 count. Don't have a good feeling about that. Well, he made contact, but it didn't sound like good contact. Yep, Jordan's there. Another loss. Well, I did forget to look at what K did in his start. He only went 3 2/3 and gave up 3. All right, that's not so good. Look at Elmer, though. 4 scoreless in relief. Finally, all right, Hagen Smith gets called up to AAA because of September call-ups. Been waiting on that one pretty much all year. Of course, now we're not going to get to look at Hagen Smith's AA numbers, but I was keeping tabs on him pretty much all year. They were weird. I mean, yeah, there's no way to look at him now, but like in AA, so worst competition, his ERA was like in the mid to high threes. I think it went over 4 at some points, but he was also striking people out like crazy. Like he had a 12 strikeouts per 9, I think. So I don't really remember what his issue was, why he was giving up so many runs for how dominant it seemed like he was, because I don't think he, like in real life, he has a crazy walk problem. I don't really think he had that same level of walk problem, but you see it here. His Ks per 9 have been the biggest improvement on the year, and that was already his biggest strength, and now it's even more of a strength. He's had some good development this year, really. Like he's still only a 71 overall, but +6 to his hits per 9 versus righties, and plus, what would that be, 7? Of course, 6 and 7 to his Ks per 9 versus righties. And of course, he has the breaking ball hitter quirk, so that's going to help him a lot. All right, let's finish off this series then. Maybe not get swept in 4 games. That'd be nice. We do have Sean Burke on the mound, who's become our best pitcher by far this season. 3.15 ERA. And, well, he must have had a solid start because it's a 2-2 tie here in the top of the 7th. We got 2 on, 2 out, Baldwin up. A little bit of a longer one here. I don't know, at the pace we're going here today, I don't think we're going to get through as much of this of the schedule as I would have liked to. I was hoping it might only take 3 more episodes, including this one, to finish the season. Maybe 2 if we were really lucky. I don't think that's going to be the case. I gotta hit some of these. For some reason, literally that spot has been like the toughest for me to hit. It's like low third, middle third, slightly away. It's just really difficult to be that precise. Awful. Horrible at bat. All right, we kind of see it here. Burke went 5 1/3 with 2 runs allowed. 6 hits, no walks though. Colson has another homer. He is gonna be getting to 30 unless disaster happens. Elmer's out here. I like pitching with Elmer when I get the chance to. He gets so many appearances though. I really hope this isn't hurting his development. I really hope that the potential number underneath the letter being B, I really hope that's not decreasing because he's struggling here, because after that trade, he should not have been in the big leagues. I've said this many times as one of the things I've been frustrated with Streamlined and not being in control. But he was not supposed to be in the big leagues. Now he's in the big leagues and he's getting lit up and he's not really progressing his overall. He's going to be really good. And he's going to be a starting pitcher, and he's going to be really good at that. I just really hope this second half of the season isn't ruining him, and now they're pitching him like every game, it seems like. All right, though, we're getting 2 quick outs. I am curious now, though. How many innings has Elmer logged? 38.2 innings. Remember, he's only been here since that trade, which was about a week before the deadline. So really only the second half of the season, slightly later than the second half because it was after the All-Star break. And he's already logged that many innings. And it's so weird because he's legitimately so good when I'm pitching with him. I don't know. We're going to have some decisions to make when it comes to Elmer and our rotation next year, because I really do think if we just swap him to the starting pitcher position, he's going to automatically get up to like a 72, 73 overall. And like with where our rotation is right now, that would fit. That would work in our rotation. That would be like our 3rd or 4th best arm, something like that, depending on whether you're counting Anthony K. I just don't know if I want to give him time to develop and like actually be a starting pitcher in the minors. Riku, that's a line out. This game's been ridiculous today. I don't know how many people also watch my Pack Attack series, but my last episode of that, I recorded on the same day that I'm recording this. I had a ridiculous amount of good swing, just not coming off the bat hard, line outs, that sorts of thing. And that's over 2 different accounts, over offline and online modes. How does it carry over? How does it know that I'm slumping or whatever contributes to that? Yeah, I messed up a 3-2 curveball there. That wasn't very smart. That maybe has a chance. Correct. Oh my God, that's not even one. But we got the out at first. That's hilarious. How many times do you see that? Only getting 1 on the double play attempt, but it's the runner at first and the runner at second safe. All right, dude. They called Jordan on the swing. I was pitching around him. I was not coming after him there, and he got himself out. Okay, that should do it. Grounder. ends the inning. 2 scoreless innings from Elmer for me. I like it. Kelnick against the lefty. I'll give it a shot. Let's leave him in. Let's see what he's got for me. Okay, I did not feel like I missed that, so I'll be curious to see. That might just be low ratings. Yeah, apparently too late. I didn't feel it at all. Might just be the windows tightening up when you've got lower ratings, lefty like that. Acuna? Dude, that came out of absolutely nowhere. It didn't even register for a couple of seconds there. What just happened? I thought it was a foul ball. Luis Angel Acuna is breaking the tie with his 15th homer of the season. 15! I mean, he probably won't, but it's also not completely outside the realm of possibility he hits 20. I don't know, dude. I don't know. All right, we're seeing a new pitcher here with 2 outs. Interesting, they bring in a righty to face Colson Montgomery. Colson's up to a 272 average. He has turned it on like crazy here in this last month. And they're going to walk him. Get a chance to see Murakami taking it bat. Oh, I was looking for that, and he went too far inside. Of course he did. At least Acuna came through for me. See if we can close this one out. See Sir Anthony again, this time with no free runner on base. It's the only reason we lost that last game with him on the mound is because they had that free runner on. I'm also bringing him in here as I'm watching the White Sox and Sir Anthony Dominguez blow a save, and he's about to blow the lead. Well, already blew the lead, but they've got runners on second and third with nobody out still after giving up the tying run. I like my Sir Anthony a little better. Well, I don't like that when Sir Anthony's giving that up. There we go. That's a big strikeout there. Another one on the sweeper. That'll do it. Scary pitch, but that's corn for Denzel out there in center. We take a game. We don't get swept in 4. What's like a realistic goal for the rest of this season? Is there any chance we could say we can shoot for 70 wins? I mean, it's possible because that'd be what, 12-10 the rest of the way? We'd have to have a winning record. That's doable. That's possible. So, all right, let's just keep it going. We're just under an hour of me recording. Let's see how much of this Minnesota series we can get through. Cannon on the mound to start. And, well, we probably won't get through much more than this one because we got an immediate critical situation. Well, actually, it's a player lock. Murakami, hang on. Is he finally going to turn it on here with the power in the last month? 2-homer game. We've got a chance to hit his 3rd. He's actually more powerful against lefties, so really this is a good matchup for him. All right, what do we got here? Sweeper, sinker, 4-seam. Can't be doing that, dude. If the game's gonna bug out like that. Okay, never mind. It stays. I thought that was gonna be called a strike. Oh, 3-0. I want something to swing at. I want to hit his 3rd homer. That's what we're here to do. I wanted to swing. You could tell. There's nothing to swing at there. Maybe we get another at bat. I mean, we're down 3. We're building something here, building a rally. No, well, we did score 2. We're down 1, but now we've got 2 outs here in the 9th with Teal on second, Vargas up. Maybe Vargas does something. Vargas was on first in Murakami's last at bat, so maybe if he gets on, we would get a chance to walk it off with, yeah. Mune's on deck. Come on, Vargas. I don't like the 1-2 count, though. Oh, he actually hit that hard. He might have just ended it on his own. Did he? He did. Miguel Vargas with the walk-off, leaving me on deck. No 3-homer game for me, but I'll take the win. Sure, dude, we bench him against righties, leave him in to start versus lefties, and he'll do his damage that way. I think that's the 2nd walk-off home run that I've just, like, sat and watched because I was player locked with someone else of the season. That's kind of a lot when you think of how few times I've been player locked with somebody. See the rest of the box score here. Baldwin and Caro both had 3-hit games. A lot of doubles. No extra homers that we weren't aware of. Cannon got lit up again. Alberto got lit up. No, and his ERA is over 4. Vassell, though, with 2 scoreless at the end to keep things where they were for us to walk it off. That might be the hidden MVP performance of the game. Now we need to go 11-10 the rest of the way to win 70. So let's keep it going then. Clark Schmidt, game 2 against Joe Ryan, who has an ERA over 4. And we win another one. Now it's just going 500 the rest of the way. Brooks hit his 16th. Colson had 2 doubles. Teal another 2-hit game, there's actually a chance Teal could be in the running for the batting title. I was looking at that too. And at that point, I think the best batting average in the AL was only like 310-ish. Oh, he also got hit by a pitch too. Add that to his OBP. Luis Angel stealing a base. Clark Schmidt going 6, only giving up 1. I like to see that. Scoreless day from the pen. Got 3 wins in a row here. Can we get a series sweep? Shane Smith on the mound for the finale. We get a critical situation, try and finish it. Closing out a lead this time. They've got 2 on, nobody out. Looks like Grant Taylor might be fresh into the game. Shane Smith had 10 strikeouts in 5 innings. Okay, actually, Grant Taylor's not fresh into the game. It did say on the next part of the loading screen that he gave up 2 hits. So we do at least have to leave him in for this batter to face his 3. I was going to say I wouldn't see taking him out anyway, but actually his energy is a little on the low end. Yeah, now it's popping up that he's getting tired. This dude's not helping me out and swinging, man. I feel like I've made all really solid pitches and nothing's being swung at. Actually, that's dumb. Don't throw it low and into a lefty, or I'll just lose it, but barely. 2 degrees right with 100% accuracy and perfect timing. All right, Taylor doesn't have it today. Will brought him in with not enough energy. I might go to Vassell, actually. He just came off that really good game. He's got 93 clutch. Yeah, give me some Mike Vassell action here. Magic Mike. I'm actually very surprised that nobody's been calling him that. It's right there. Actually, hang on a second. Before I throw this pitch, let me bring the defense in. Let me bring the infield in here. Especially with the bottom of the order due up. I know the CPU. I know their games. They'll drop down a suicide squeeze. That might be a double play. Nice play, Acuna. I almost messed it up, actually. I almost went to turn a traditional double play. Oh, don't do this. You're the 9-hole hitter. Be done. Oh my God. It is just one of those at-bats, man. I don't really know how to break the spell here. It's just going to be foul balls until he walks, probably. Yep. Do I just put him on now? I mean, we've got a base open. It would suck to bring up the leadoff hitter, but it would suck even more to throw like 80 pitches. Okay, well, that sucks the most. We might have him at home here. That's a strong throw. Yeah, we don't even need a perfect. All right, so we give up a run, but we don't give up the lead. We don't let him tie it. Who was playing left for me there? Was that Brooks? That was Brooks. That was a strong throw. Oh, nope. Thought it was going to be a line out. Fooled me for a second there, but no, he's just going to make the play anyway. There's another one. Another very good swing. Not doing anything. Man, I thought I made a good swing on that. That's not going anywhere. Out, and they made me go around on that. I was a little distracted because the Sox might have just walked off the real game. They're reviewing it. Dominguez might not have cost him the game. And now Dominguez is going to make another appearance for me here. Another 1-run lead to take care of. There we go. There's out number 1. Caught him looking. We got Buxton on a sweeper. That pitch has been working today. And that should do it. Denzel's going to camp under it. That's going to be another win, a series sweep, 4 in a row. Maybe that's all this team needed, was some like true direction. I establish a goal. I say we're going for 70 wins, and now we're just playing good now. We're just rattling off win after win. All we need to do from here on to get 70 wins is go 9-10. We can do that. We can be a losing baseball team. All right, we're going to go ahead and officially call things there for today's episode. We still got through a pretty decent chunk of games. We're almost there, guys. We're almost at the end, and we're almost at the rebirth, if you want to call it that. But for now, make sure you've hit that like button for me if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you want to help me out even more. We're still closing in on 3,000. If I can keep posting videos, we'll get there, hopefully somewhat soon. But thanks as always for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you next time.